The Pangea map. Pangea is the name given to the supercontinent that existed over 175 million years ago. It comprised the continents of today as a single landmass. The name is derived from two ancient Greek words. In the Pangea definition, pan means all or whole, and Gaia means land or Mother Earth. Pangea page contains when Pangea existed and how it ended. The evidence for Pangea, how climate has affected flora and fauna. Science fund Pangea. The next supercontinents theory. List of reference. The word originates from the work of Alfred Wegener, who has the first to propose the continental drift in theory in 1915. Wegener first used the word in the second edition of The Origin of Continents and Oceans, published in 1920. When Pangea insight and how it ended, as shown in supercontinents by Douglas and Santos. Pangea formed around 335 million years ago. The supercontinent began to break into separate continents 175 million years ago. The Pangea map shows the equator to be at the center of the landmass, surrounded by a superocean. Patholosa continental drift is the leading theory to explain the formation and ending of Pangea. Tectonic plates on the Earth's surface or lithosphere cause a gradual of land over time. There is a continuous cycles of continents coming together, then separating in stages. This occurs in a period from 300 to 500 million years. The joining of operation stage of the subcontinents, the basin, Pangea. The evidence for Pangea in vertebrate paleontology. Michael Benton explains that fossils were found in coastal Brazil and West Africa. This suggests that Africa and South America were once together. Geological evidence is more proof of Pangea geologically today by Mort and Skinner shows that curtain glacial deposits are in place where the continents fabulously join the same rock types and structures were together before the separation of Pangea. Wegener also studied fossils Norway that are originally from warmer tropical climates. This is recorded in paleoclimate across the late Peninsulan, early Permian, tropical latitudes by Tabor and Townsend. How climate has affected flora and fauna science Pangea. The separation of Pangea Island affecting the world's climate by changing the patterns of winds and ocean currents also perhaps caused the Permian extension. This was the loss of 70% of land species and 90% of marine species. This may have been caused by three separate. The first is a lack of oxygen in the ocean. The second is volcanic eruptions in Serbia. The third is low oxygen concretions in northern Pangea. Evaluation of different models for the origin of Serbian traps by A.V. Ivanov shows the second evolution. The next supercontinent theory has explained in Earth's next supercontinents by Williams and Neild. The theory of Pangea Ultima was proposed by geologist Christopher Scott. Similar to the Pangea map, this shows the approximation of a new supercontinent in 100 to 200 million years. It's not based on the exact movements of tectonic plates, but the fast cycles of supercontinents forms a new Sciencetisctical paleo. Ronald Blackie commented that future tectonic movements are very, very speculative. What are the biggest of tectonic movements on the continent? The movement of India into the Asian continent was long enough to create the Himalaya mountains. It has also caused the formation of volcanoes like those in the Pacific Northwest United States. What forms of life used to exist throughout the Pangea age? Different kinds of sea life and amphibians and the shallow waters on land life forms include bacteria, fungi, plants, reptiles, saurophians, the first birds, and early mammals. What is the lipochantion? This is the name of the difference of three tectonic plates between present-day Africa and South America on the Pangea map. Who discovered Pangea? Alfred Wegener was the first to propose the theories of continental drift and Pangea and used the word are the plates still in movement. Yes, according to the worldly plate tectonics theory, the lithosphere is in a state of continual movement. The Pangea map shows the comparison of continents in a timeline over the last 175 million years. List of reference. Continental drift Pangea. Canadian Geographic